Yo, what's really good? I get a surprise visit today from FedEx. A nice package shows up at my door, and it's a 90s, PSA submission that I actually forgot about. Now I'm happy. It's about 12:30 in the morning, and I'm about to rip into it. Let's see what we get. Thanks for joining me, Walker the Collector. I'm gonna do a quick PSA reveal for a 80s, 90s PSA sub that I sent back around Christmas, the holidays. Showed up, totally forgot about it, and I actually forgot what I even submitted. So we're about to dig into this right now. I got two boxes actually, as you see here. We're gonna jump into this one first. I didn't even go into the site to see what it was. Um, so this is gonna be a surprise for both you and me. Um, in the meantime, I will say don't forget to check out my Whatnot and my eBay channels because I guarantee that a lot of these may be on there. PCs, of course, hang with me. Everything else will be available for you to check out. Um, I'm a little nervous because when it comes to these older cards, trying to gem some of these 80s and 90s cards is almost impossible, right? I mean, we know that you can get something straight out the pack, it looks great, but especially from that era, those cards have to come in like some of the greatest conditions for you to be able to get a 10 with it. First, we got a 92 Ken Griffey Jr. Stadium Club. My PC, favorite player of all time, Junior Griffey, one of the best swings ever. And we're starting with a 9. That's the member's choice. PSA 9. I'd really like to know why versus a 10 because it looks immaculate, but never know with some of these older cards, right? So we've already got a 9 to start off, and I got another one, so right into that one, and it has a 9 as well. So two 92 Stadium Club Junior Griffies on a 9. All right. Oh, we're going to some football here. This is Mark Clayton. Is that 85 tops? You can already see the center and the back is going to be off, but I just like to get these older cards and slabs, and that is a 7 on the Mark Clayton Topps All Pro. Actually, you'd be surprised that was one of my favorite players as a kid. Him and what was it, Super Duper? Dude, those two guys, I used to love watching them play. So not mad at that 7. It is kind of cool seeing some of those older cards. And here with the Craig James, we got a 85 tops. We got a 7 on that one as well. So Craig James and Mark Clayton both with 7s. So we got a couple 7s, couple of 9s. Moving on. Actually, let's do this. We got a Jim McMahon sitting here too on the same print run, and that has a 7 as well. So all of those all came out with 7s, and there we go. So we got those out the way. I just thought it was cool getting some cards from like almost 40 years ago, which is crazy saying that out loud. Get a 40-year-old cards graded. They all got 7s, so I'm definitely not mad at that. Now we're rolling here to something slightly more recent. This is a Deion Sanders on the 91 Ultra, and that got a 9. That's a clean one. Of course, that's him guarding Jerry Rice, which is what I liked about that. Those two used to have some ridiculous battles. So that was a Deion at a 9. Got a Derek Thomas Stadium Club Members Choice at a 9 also. So you're starting to see what we got here. We got a ton of 9s going on, and these 9s look fantastic. They look really good. Part of me is thinking if I should cross some of them over, right? And just the tag to see what the tag grading reveals on them, because I just would like to know what's wrong with those because they look great. Not mad at the 9, but I just would like to know, what happened. Here we got a Leaf, 91 Leaf Don Mattingly, and that gemmed at a 10. That feels good. That feels good. 91 Leaf Don Mattingly at a 10. That guy right there is yeah. You can't say enough about Don Mattingly. He's a legend to me. I'll just say it like that. Don Mattingly. Let me look at that one more time just for fun. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's great. That's great. That's great. This one I'm nervous about. 87 Donruss Bo Jackson. And it got an 8. That one has an 8. You can see the top and the bottom, the center in there. A little bit on left to right, but mostly top to bottom. Still looks like a good card. Bo, again, one of my favorite players. You don't hear me say that about Auburn guys too much, but it is Bo Jackson at an 8. But I have another one coming up that should be a little better. So interested to see how that one's going to come out. Back to 91 Leaf, we got Frank Thomas, and that Frank has a 9. Clean card. And to give you some insight, I got all these Leaf cards during COVID from a sale where, actually it wasn't even a sale, somebody was just getting rid of their stuff and had boxes of cards, and she gave them away. And she gave them to me. I tried to give her a little bit of money and say thank you, and she wouldn't take it. So all these old cards, these Leaf sets were in those boxes. It was wild. So was happy to see that. Here we got Greg Maddux on the 91 Leaf. That's a 9 also. So we had 2 9s and 1 10 on those Leaf cards. Still, the only 10 is the Don Mattingly. Here's the second Bo Jackson. Deep breath. Oh boy. And it got a 9. So the first one got an 8. Second one got a 9. Like this a lot. Very nice. Very nice. Very clean. On the 9 for Bo Jackson, 87 Donruss. And again, these are some so basic designs, but it's the nostalgic feeling I got just looking at those. Literally takes me back to childhood. I can't even explain it. We got John Smoltz, and I think this is 88 Donruss. Oh man, 89 Donruss John Smoltz. Okay, 89, and it got a 9 on that one. 89 Donruss John Smoltz. Oh man, those Braves. Those Braves were legit. Those were some legit teams. And seeing those Braves cards, that's, yeah. Here we got Barry Bonds. Look like some plastic going on inside of this. Interesting. We got a Barry Bonds, and that is, I think that may be an 87 Donruss on the Barry Bonds. And they got a 9 on that one, so that's cool. I guess there's a little bit of centering from left to right. But again, look at those hats, dude. Those old school Pirates hats. These are terrible, but cool at the same time. But yeah, you can see the center is off top to bottom, left to right, but it's still got 4 nice crisp corners. Everything's clean on the surface. Looks really good on that one. So got a Barry with a 9. So again, I got 110, a couple of 7s, a couple of 8s, and a lot of 9s. This is 85 Topps Phil Simms. I can tell you this is probably going to get a 7 like all the others. Yeah, exactly. This is a 7 there. And you can see some of the, defects on that one. See how the light hits that right at the top. So a little knot there. But again, 85 Phil Simms. I think that's pretty sweet. Look at that picture. That's got like he's 75 years old. Wow. He was a rookie in 79. Jeez. Did not know that. Phil Simms. All right, we got a Ricky Henderson here, and I think this is an 87 Donruss Ricky. Deep breath on that. Come on. And that got a 9 also. I mean, some of these older cars are getting some good grades. I mean, again, that's 1987. Pulling a 9. Definitely looking for some 10s, but that Ricky 9 is pretty nice there. So Set that to the side. Oh, we got a couple of cool cards coming up here. This was Larry Legend, 89 hoops. Larry Bird. And it got an 8. Not surprised there. I mean, again, older card, Larry Legend. Let me tell you something. The older I got, the more respect I garnered for Larry Bird. When I was a kid, Showtime Lakers versus Celtics, didn't respect what he was doing, but the stuff I hear about him now, how he was a menace on the court, how he was a #1 trash talker, like Larry Bird. I like Larry Bird. Here we got a 92 Stadium Club, Tony Gwynn. This has to be probably one of the coolest photos I've ever seen. And I really want this one to gem. I doubt it will because all my Stadium Clubs have got 9 so far. But if this gets a 10, I'll be so happy. Oh, I got a 9. That's one of my favorite pictures of all time. And one of the reasons I really got in the Stadium Club, because that card and that photo is just legit. I love that photo. Coming in at a 9. Again, not mad at it when you're grading such old cards. I do wish it got a 10, but I definitely can roll with the 9. But that's one of my favorite photos on a card, literally of all time. That Tony Gwynn. And we got 2 Nolan Ryans here, same card. So this is going to be 92 Stadium Club. I think these are members' choice. Yeah, they are. And for this Nolan Ryan here, we got a 9 again. So that's a 9 on the Stadium Club. And for these Stadium Clubs, you're going to laugh at this one. I bought 2 boxes for $15 at one of my kids' baseball games. So he had a little league, travel league game, and while we were there, they had a little booth selling cards. And when I saw these, I jumped all over them. Everybody was passing them, and I'm like, you guys are tripping. So I did get this out of that, the Nolan Ryan Stadium Club. Members' Choice got a 9. I have one more of the same card, and it got a 9 also. So that first box, I got 110, a tower of 9s, a couple of 8s, and the 7s on the 95. The 85 tops. So we have one more box here. Thanks for hanging with me too again. I think we're about 13 minutes in or so. I want to make this quick, but I actually forgot about this submission, and I'm glad I'm going through it now because this nostalgic feeling is just, I can't even explain how this is making me feel. So this one's not completely full, you see, so we don't have just a few left. See if I can pull these out without taking a look. Looks like a card did not get graded, and that was the Dion. Flair update Dion says do not hold her. What does it say? Mini size requirement? Really? Okay, that's interesting. That came right out of my Flair update box. So I'll move this to the side and just submit it somewhere else. Okay. So moving here, we have Derek Jeter. I forgot I put this in here. I forgot I put that in there. And it got a 10. Wow. Derek Jeter, 95 tops. Future Star. Gem Mint 10. I forgot I put this in there. And now I'm glad I did. So that's my second 10 now. Very happy to see that. Deep breath. Good stuff. Good stuff. Here we're rolling now with Nolan Ryan. And that looks like a 91 upper deck, I'm assuming. And that pulls out an 8. Yep, 91 upper deck. I like that one. He's tipping that cap. Just got to be honest. Ever since me and my grandfather were watching that game against the White Sox where he beat the brake dust off of Robin Ventura, he became one of my favorites. He was always good, but that cemented him as one of my favorites. Here we got a 91 Emmitt Smith. Flair Ultra, and that's a 9. So Emmitt Smith at a 9 there. Pretty clean card. Again, Barry Sanders is my favorite running back, but I have to give respect when it's due. I have no Emmitt Smith cards that have been graded, so it was time to go ahead and get one, and that one pulled in a 9. Got a couple of Jordans coming up that I forgot about. This looks like a 94 Skybox, I'm assuming. Maybe 93, 94 Skybox. All-Star Jordan. Oh, snap. It got the 10. Anytime I grab an MJ on the 10, I'm going to grab me a drink. Yep, it's time to pour out a drink because that's pure joy right there. So that's a 93 Hoops MJ at a 10. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Only got 3 gems, but they're nice ones. Let's say that. The second MJ is looks like a black diamond from Upper Deck. And it got a 7. Ouch. Wow. Why? I don't know why. I had it checked out before I sent that one because I remember sending this one. I don't know. Anyway, it got a 7 on the single. So, yeah. Can only wish for better. Is what it is. MJ on the 7 on the black diamond. Here we're going to roll with a Deion Sanders, and this looks like 90 Pro Set. If you look at any of my older videos, especially my shorts, I had a ton of Pro Set I was ripping while looking for the Barry Sanders Rookie of the Year. And of course, I wrote on this Deion, and that got an 8. And that's a thumbprint there. I was like, what is that? So I grabbed an 8 on the Deion. I'm sure they're probably seeing a lot of Deion's come through now that he's doing this thing in Colorado. But again, that's another clean card. And I actually have that jersey hanging up in my closet. So Deion there with the PSA 8. We got another Derek Jeter here. And I think this is a Jeter, Tampa Yankees. So this is a minor league card. I can't remember where I got this from. But I said, let's give it a shot. And there it is from Classic. And it got a 9. So that's a 94 Classic Derek Jeter with the Tampa Yankees on a PSA 9. Again, I'll definitely take that. I haven't seen that card quite often. I think I pulled it out of one of those weird like baseball boxes that you get from Walgreens or something. I cannot tell you where I got it from, but when I got it, just stood out as something different that I hadn't really seen before. So I gave it a shot. Got a 9. Here we got a Celtics checklist for Larry Bird, and that is, what year is that? Oh, the fine print is ridiculous. 91, there it is at the top. Very small, 91. So 91, guessing that's Upper Deck. I almost said Skybox. I think it's Upper Deck. Oh, snap. And it got the 10 on the Larry Bird Collector's Choice. Nice. Again, like I said, I have more and more respect for Larry Bird as each day goes on, and pulling a 10 on that. I mean, my 10 lineup is short, but it's sweet. It's short but sweet. We got 2 cards left. I'm going to go with this one first. It's another John Smoltz from 89 Don Russ. I'm just going to wish for the best. I doubt I got a 10, but I'm hoping for an 8 or a 9. It got a 5. See, these are the things where I don't understand. We go over these cards significantly, and for it to get a 5, it's like you had to miss something huge. And I don't know. I'm looking on the back. I don't know. I'll take a look later to see what, but that's, wow, a 5. So, that's nasty. That's nasty, but we'll just keep on moving. Keep on moving to the last one. This is Ken Griffey Jr. on the upper deck. I can't even see what year it is because I can't remember. I'm just hoping it doesn't pull back a 5 because I can't deal with that again. Cannot. So here we go. Most exciting player, Ken Griffey Jr. And it got a 10. So that's 92 upper deck. Ken Griffey Jr., most exciting player, PSA 10. Very happy that I got a 10 on this. So now I can actually say that of my favorite players, Ken Griffey Jr. got a 10. Don Mattingly on the 10. Derek Jeter on the 10. And I don't even like the Yankees, but I like those two. Jordan got a 10. And Larry got a 10. I think even though I got a ton of 9s over here, like a ton. This is my 9. All my 9s here. And then these are 8s and below. Yes, there's a 5 in there too. A few 7s and a 5. All that doesn't matter because this small 10 stack is what's going to carry me. Let me know what you think. I appreciate you hanging out. If you got any junk wax era or some 80s, 90s cards that have been graded, let me know what's your best grade. I think this is the best I've felt only having 5 10s in a submission. I'm very happy with what I'm looking at right now. All right, it's actually leaving me speechless. That's a little crazy. But again, thanks for hanging with me. It's been about 20 minutes. Like, comment, subscribe again. I appreciate you. Walker the Collector. I'm done.